Hello, musical explorers. My name is Ilusha, and I'm from Georgia, the country. You might know the state, but there's also a country called Georgia, and it's right between Europe and the Middle East. I moved here when I was 8 years old. It was me and my brother, my parents, and also my mom's parents, my grandparents. When we first moved to America, I didn't know a single word of English. I had to go to school and I couldn't understand what people were saying. But over the years, I learned English, and eventually, I even picked up the guitar and learned the language of music. I first started playing music when my brother, my older brother, brought home a guitar, an electric guitar. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world, and you know what? He thought that I shouldn't be touching it. So I had to wait till he would go outside to play with his friends, and then I would quietly practice it on my own. And I first learned a lot of rock songs. My favorite artist then was Jimi Hendrix. Years later, I eventually started practicing jazz, and I even went to music school. But I hadn't learned anything about Georgian music until I was in my 20s. It's funny because even though my whole family moved here from Georgia, we didn't really sing Georgian music at home, and we didn't talk about Georgia that much because we really tried to become Americans. I decided, what would it be like for me to go back to this country where I was born? And so the year I finished college, I went back to Georgia, and I couldn't believe it. There was so much amazing music there and all this other culture. I got to learn how to read and write in Georgian again. And I also got to sing these songs with my relatives, and I made new friends. One of my favorite things about Georgian music is that it's often sung a cappella. That means that there's not a single instrument that accompanies it. It's all just voices. And within that, there will be many different parts. There'll be the melody and a harmony. There'll be a bass part. And the way that people often sing Georgian music is with their friends and their family, actually. I've been to a lot of dinner parties, which are called supras in Georgian, and they'll last for many hours. People will be eating food and saying lots of toasts. All along, they'll sing these beautiful songs together. And so that's when I knew that I can't lose this part of my history again. I came back to America and I started a band that plays Georgian music. One of the reasons I love singing and playing music is that it's a way for me to connect with cultures that are far away and sometimes many, many years past. I remember going over to my grandpa's house, and you wouldn't believe the look on his face when I would first learn some of these Georgian songs and play them for him. Music has this ability to really move, to get into our hearts. I think it's amazing that you guys are learning all this music from Georgia and from other countries as well. I hope you keep listening, keep singing, have fun, and as we say in Georgia, "Karga tiqavit."